Hi, I am Bhavik Thakkar. Welcome to Bititude. This particular video is available in both the languages, English as well as that in Hindi. If you are more comfortable with Hindi language, please hit the I button and it will take you to the Hindi version of exact same video. But if you are comfortable with English, let's carry on. Well, in this video, we are going to talk about and we are going to learn how to solve the questions related to discounts in the topic of profit and loss. Fine. Now, the thing is that students usually find this kind of the questions very difficult. The problem behind this is either students get confused because that concepts is not clear, they actually cannot understand where to start this question and how to end solving this question. Or sometimes maybe student is comfortable with understanding how exactly can he solve the question, but the solving process itself takes lots of time. So, and of course, it is not compatible with the competitive exam. So here we have to understand one thing, why students are facing this problem. They are facing this problem because they are using single approach to solve this kind of a question. They just adopt one single method to solve all questions related to discount. And that is actually not correct. What they should do? They should have a 360-degree approach. Let me explain what exactly do I mean when I am saying 360-degree approach. For example, if this is a question, right? If you can look at it from all 360-degree, that means you are having a proper idea about the whole structure of that question and you can actually understand which is the easiest way to crack it, right? If you think this is the way it should be easily solved, you will just crack it from that particular point, right? That is the thing. That is what Bititude actually does, and this is the method which we call Bititude method. Let me explain it in a bit detail. If you are the one and you are going to fight with a warrior, fine, you are the one who is going to choose the method of fighting as well. And if you are choosing archery when you are fighting with Arjuna, or if you are choosing Gada fighting, right? If you are going to fight with Gada with beam, your defeat is pretty certain. Yes or no? Right? That is what you have to understand. If you are equipped with all various skills, what you will do? You will rather select Gada Yudh, the war with Gada, right? The fight with Gada, while you will be fighting with Arjuna, and you will actually choose archery when you will be fighting with Bhim. So that is the thing. Can you understand? So let us now understand how it relates in our competitive exam. The thing is that as all the warriors are different, all the questions are also different. Even though they are on the same topic discount I am talking about right now. Are you getting this? So even though they are all look same, they are actually different. And that is where if you develop that 360-degree view, you can understand from all various aspects and you can actually choose the best method to solve that kind of a question. And that is what Bititude does. So what we are going to do in this particular video, we are going to take so many questions based on the same concept discount in profit and loss, and we are going to solve them with different methods. And actually it is you who will be able to understand why this particular method is more suitable to solve this kind of a question. That is what I'll explain you in the proper way. Fair enough. So let's start learning something very interesting today. So now that we know that it is very important to develop that 360-degree approach, let us first understand how exactly can we do it. So let us first understand all the methods that are necessary to learn. Well, the methods actually are these three: replica method, multiplying factor method and logical catch. These methods, so it looks like that you will have to do three different methods, but the thing is that these three methods are common for all the chapters of maths. That means you don't have to learn anything more. These methods will be used in permutation, combination and probability also. It will be used in rules for divisibility also somewhere. I mean, of course, this logical catch is different. You will have to understand the basic concept of that particular topic. But once you understand that, The same methods will be applicable in allegation mixture, in percentage, in profit and loss, and any other chapter, you name it. Fine? Alright then, let's understand what do these methods exactly mean. Well, the replica method, as the name suggests. So if there is a real Taj Mahal, right? If you are actually buying a showpiece of a real Taj Mahal, it is not real. It looks alike. That is nothing but a replica of the original one. So, what is multiplying factor method? It is actually just an equation method, but a short equation method. It's like an equation method on steroids, right? That is what it is all about. We will see when we will be solving a question. And logical catch, there would be a logical understanding in any topic. You have to understand it, and many a times it will prove to be a great shortcut. So let us understand in this particular topic, discount, how these three methods work. Let us take a very simple example, right? This is very simple example. Selling price is given, discount percentage is given, and we are supposed to find out label price. Fine? Pretty easy. Alright, let us first start solving it with replica method, so that one by one we understand all three different methods, what exactly do they mean. Now, as I told you earlier, replica means nothing but our own Taj Mahal, our own example, not the real one. So, we don't know about the real figure. From this percentage, we can understand that this is 1/8, right? The discount is actually 1/8. That means if, so we'll take our own example where 1/8 discount is done, is given. So, I would say 8 is the label price, 1 is the discount, and selling price is 7, right? I'm just putting label price 8, selling price 7. That is the example. So that means if 7 stands for 343, 8 stands for how much? This is the cross multiplication. This into this divided by 7. Fair enough. So it is nothing but 8 by 7 multiplied by 343, right? That's about it. So you will say it is 49. 49 into 8 is nothing but 400 minus 8, 392. That's it, right? That is your replica method. We can understand that. Okay, what about this one? Multiplying factor method. So it is nothing but an equation method on steroids. When I am saying equation method, look, if I am supposed to solve this question with equation, I would do something like this. Wherever something is missing, I'll say x. So if label price is x. Now, when I'm giving discount, minus 1 by 8x, right? Because you should be knowing this is 1 by 8. So minus 1 by 8x, and that value actually is 343. Then what you will do? You will say, okay, x is common. 1 minus 1 by 8 and is equal to 343. Now, that is equation method. Multiplying factor method is nothing but equation method, but with shortcut. So how would we actually understand? We would directly understand, rather than instead of making these two steps, we will directly understand. If 1/8 is the discount, it means value is reduced by 1/8. Original value was x. If it is reduced by 1/8, it is actually 7 by 8, and that is nothing but 343. It's the same thing. After two steps, the third step will be this anyway. So multiplying factor is where we logically understand with which number we should multiply our number to get that proportional change impact. So if it was reduced by 1 by 8, you should multiply it with 7 by 8. If it is reduced by 1 by 3, you should multiply it with 2 by 3. If it is reduced by 2 by 5, you should actually multiply it with 3 by 5. We can understand that direct. Fine. So that is what multiplying factor is all about. Now, of course, you can solve it again. The 7 by 8 will go to that side into 8 by 7, and we are ended up with the same figure, right? It should be 392 as we got in the previous one. Now, let us understand the third one, logical catch. Now, this logical catch actually differs from question to question, or I would say depends from cases to cases. For example, when there is a single discount, we can understand if 1/8 is the discount. 1/8 of what? 1/8 of that label price, right? But label price is not given. Then 1/8 of this will be what proportion of this? If you know that bridge, how to find it out? It's pretty easy. You will say it is 1/7 of this. If you know this, it's pretty easy. I have actually explained this whole process in the percentage playlist. You can hit the I button and get to it. You can understand all things. But here also I am giving you an idea. Basically, it is nothing but it is coming from the replica. As you know, when I am saying 1/8 is the discount, that means 8 is the label price, 1 is the discount, 7 is the selling price. So if you directly understand from selling price, it is 1 by 7, right? So if you directly understand, then it becomes even easier. You will say, okay, 1 by 7 of this is nothing but 49. So selling price is 343, 49 was the discount. Add both of them, you will get your label price. That would be 392. This looks even easier, right? So that is your logical catch. If you understand this, it becomes even easier sometimes. Sometimes because you have to understand all three methods. You cannot guarantee that this would be the shortest in all of them. No. Sometimes maybe this, sometimes maybe that. It all depends, right? That is why we are learning all these three methods. Now what I am going to do, I am going to take some basic questions of discount and we are going to solve them using all these three methods, because the questions that we just did is of course not going to be the question in the exam. In question there will be 2 or more successive discounts, as you know, right? So let us go for the kill now. First question. Look, you can always pause the video and try to do it yourself, but first of all we are just going to solve them with all the three methods step by step, so that our basic fundamental is clear. Alright, let us understand with the very first method, replica method. How will we do it? We will take our own example, right? Say for example, if the value was 100, now discount of 10%, that makes it 90. Now the next discount, successive means next discount is applied on this particular price, 30%. 30% of 90 is 9 into 3, 27. So your price becomes what? 63. So what is the effective discount? 37%. Pretty easy, isn't it? So in this particular question, replica method was easy too, right? We started with replica method and now we understand when there are successive discounts, this is how we can apply replica method to it. Alright. Now let us understand another one, multiplying factor method. Now what does that mean? We'll always have to convert the percentage into fraction and try to understand from there on. So here 1 by 10 is the discount. When 1 by 10, the value is reduced by 1 by 10, that means the value remaining is 9 by 10. We can understand that. And then 30% is nothing but 3 by 10. When value is decreased by 3 by 10, that means remaining value is 7 by 10. Once you understand this normal multiplying factor method, it's very easy. That means your value is becoming 63 by 100. That means it is from 100, it is becoming 63. So how much is the discount? 37 on 100. That is nothing but 37%. Fair enough. That is how easy it could get. So this is another method, and both the methods I think were wonderful. Very easy, right? What about the third one? Logical catch. Now look, what is logical catch? If you try to understand this, there is always a combining impact that would stand as a third percentage. You might have heard of this formula, A plus AB, A plus B plus AB by 100. Don't go with the formula. Try to understand what does that actually mean. If you understand, then it would be easy and quick for you to apply it, because that formula will not be a step. Your mind will work directly from this step to that step, and the step in between, that formula one, will not come into the picture if you really understand the things logically. So here, try to understand this. When I'm saying, even we took an example here in replica, just let's try to understand with the same one. Here 10% was discount, so we are getting 10% discount, right? Yes, we are getting 10% discount. Next time there was 30% discount, but here we are not getting 30, because 30% would be what? 30, right, of 100. So the thing is that we are not getting 30% discount here. Effective discount is lesser. The thing is that we would be getting 30% discount if it would be on 100, but now it is on 90 only. That means the difference, 10's 30% we are not getting, right? That 10's 30% is something that we are not getting. 10 30% is nothing but 3. So we are not getting 3. So you can say 30 plus 10, 40 minus 3, that is 37. And that is the method of logical catch. So you will do directly. 30 plus 10 is 40 minus 10% of 30 is 3, 37%. As simple as that. The quickest one in this particular case, right? We did all three. As you can see, this would take some time, maybe 15 seconds. This would take maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds, but this would take maybe 2 to 3 seconds, right? So this is the quickest in this particular question, but you have to understand each of them. You never know in exam which kind of the question will come and which kind of the method would prove to be the easiest. But are you getting this? Again I am teaching you this. Actually there are two ways to understand this. One way is also, so one, your value is getting reduced by minus 10%. minus 30%, and you just multiply. Minus minus is plus, 10% of 30 is nothing but 3. So your value is going down by 37, right? Minus 37 means the value is going down by 37%. That's about it. But are you getting it now? So what happens is 10% plus 30% minus, because this is, you are not getting that additional discount. 10% plus 30 is 40, minus 10% of 30 is 3, so 37%. Getting this? And this is how you can do it also. Fair enough? Let's move to the next one. Here there are 3 discounts, 3 successive discounts. So can you apply all 3 methods in this question as well? Let us check it out. You can pause the video and try to do it on your own. I am going to do it first with the replica method. Okay. Now if I am supposed to solve it, I would say, okay, let us say it was 100, 10%, so it would be 90, 20% of 90 is 9 2s are 18, so it becomes 72, and 25% is 1/4. 1/4 of 72 is what? 18. So I am left with 54. So 100 rupees things I would have to pay only 54. What is the discount? 46%, right? That is your replica. Fair enough? Are you getting it? Fair enough? Pretty easy. What about the multiplying factor method? We actually understand each and everything in the terms of fraction. So I would say 1/10 reduction is nothing but 9 by 10. 1 by 5, right? 20% is 1 by 5. Reduction is nothing but 4 by 5. 1/4 reduction is nothing but 3/4. So now if you solve it, 4 gets cancelled, 27 divided by 50, or you can say actually just double both the value, because when the denominator is 100, it is very easy to interpret it in percentage terms. So I can say 54 by 100. That means the thing that was 100 rupees worth is available at 54. What is the discount? 46%, right? 46 out of 100, that means 46%. The same answer that we got with the replica method. Fair enough? We should be comfortable with each of these methods. What about this one? Logical catch. Now look, if you actually understand logical catch, as what we do, we actually, there is a combined impact that we have to consider, right? A, B, and then there is a combined impact. So here if we say discount of 10% means it is reduced by minus 10, minus 20, minus 25. But then there are 3. So there will be so many combined effects. These multiplied by this, A and B, B and C, A and C, and ABC all getting multiplied together. That would be the combining impact. That would be the logic. So if you understand this, now minus 10 into minus 20 would be actually percentage terms. So 10% of 20, 2. So 2. 25% of 20, again minus minus is plus. 25% of 20 is 1/4 of 20, that is 5. Now this and this, 10% of 25, minus minus is plus, 10% of 25 is 2.5. And then all 3 of them getting multiplied together, minus minus plus, plus minus minus, so it would be minus. 10% of 20 is 2, 2% of 25 or 25% of 2, either way it's the same. 25% of 2 is 1/4 of 2, 0.5. So minus 0.5. So what is the total? The total is actually minus 55 plus 7 plus 9.5 minus 0 plus 9. What is that? Minus 55 plus 9 is also minus 46. That means it is getting reduced. The value is getting reduced. How much percent? 46%. Are you getting this thing? Look, I think whenever there are 3 discounts, this logical catch becomes more difficult and confusing. Maybe you cannot do it. Alright. You can actually adopt the other 2 methods, like whether you can go by multiplying factor method or replica method, as the numbers are, as you are comfortable with the numbers given in the question, it depends upon that. But I think this one is not that kind of a shortcut. So I would rather avoid this. Okay. Now let us have an idea. Now this is where the game starts. You will have to pause this video and try to figure out which method would be the best. These are the exam level questions. So from here on, you will have to pause the video, start to figure out which method would be the easiest to use here out of the 3. Now, let us try to understand. As if you are going to take replica of 100, obviously these fractions will take more time. So even if you go with replica method, you should not take 100, maybe something else. right? All right, but that would be difficult. That would be a bit tricky to go with. So I think I wouldn't go with that. Look, the catch is whenever these numbers are, you know the fractions of this, right? 1 by 7, 1 by 6, whenever it is that kind of fraction, which you know those percentages for which you know the fractions, it would be easier to go with the multiplying factor method. Because think about the logical catch. Anyway, there are 3 variables, 3 percentages. It is bit lengthy, as we already saw. And then 14.28% of 30 will be even more complicated, right? So I would suggest rather to go with multiplying factor method, because that way it becomes very easy. How? 1/7 is the discount, that means 6/7 is the remaining price. 3 by 10 is the discount, so 7 by 10 is the remaining price. 1 by 6 is the discount, so 5 by 6 is the remaining price. We all know it. 6 gets cancelled, 7, 5 by 10 is nothing but 1 by 2. That means half, right? You are only paying half. From 2, you are only paying 1. So that means 50% discount. As simple as that, right? You can try other 2 methods. It will take lots of time. Fair enough. So that is the thing. BTTude teaches you, equips you with all the available resources so that you know when to use which one, right? You have to decide which warrior can be defeated with which weapon. Choose the weapon wisely. Fine? Alright then. What about this one then? Can you again pause the video and try to do it on your own? Look, the best method would be, because it says 30% here and 20 and 10% that are successive discounts, and we are supposed to find out the difference between these 2 discounts, right? Now we know the logical catch would be very easy. Why? Because here you are getting 30%, straight 30% discount, but here 20 plus 10, that is all again 30. The difference is minus 10% of 20. We know it. Once your logic is good, and if you understand 30 and this is also 30, but then the difference is obviously here it is not 20 plus 10. 20 plus 10 minus 10% of 20, right? That is 2. So difference is 2%, right? 2% is nothing but 1% will be 5.5, 5.5. So 2% will be twice of it, 11. That's about it. You hardly needed a pen with logical catch method. Try other 2 methods and then you will realize why this is the best method here. And you should try. If you don't understand, don't just mug up. Try and then you will realize. Just because I am telling you, don't do it. Fine? When you will do with various methods, then you will realize that in this kind of a question, I shouldn't attempt the other methods. Right? Alright then. What about this one? Again, you can try, pause the video and try to do it on your own. Now, if you understand here, everywhere it is 40, right? Total is always 40. Fine? Total is always 40. But then because they are successive discount, the third impact will be there, minus, right? 25 plus 15 minus. So here it would be minus 15% of 25. 25 into 15 is 375. Yes? Divided by 100, 3.75. So here the discount is 40 minus 3.75. Here it is 10% of 30 is minus 3. Here it is 35 into 5 is 175, 1.75. So minus 1.75. So which one is the best for the customer, right? That's what you have to decide. Where, excuse me, customer is getting the most discount, the highest discount. Obviously, where is the highest? In all 3 it is 40 minus. Don't write 40 in all of these. It is common. Obviously, this would be the highest where the lowest is deducted. You have to understand that logically, right? So the lowest is deducted from 40. So this will be the highest. Don't try to find it out. Don't waste your time, right? You have to be logical. You have to be good with your aptitude. That is what aptitude is all about. Don't write 40 minus 3.75 is what, 36.25. 40 minus 3 is 37. Don't write them, right? We know which one would be the highest where the least number is deducted. Fair enough, right? Very easy, isn't it? So that is how. Again, which one was the best method? Logical catch method here, because again this percentage were same, so it was very easy to do it in that particular manner, right? What about the next one? Again, you can actually pause the video and try to do it on your own. Fine? All right. Look, as soon as I look at the question here, this is 23%. That means 15%, 4% and X%. When all of those 3 discounts come together, overall I am getting 23% discount, right? Now imagine this, if I do the logical catch method, which was best for the previous couple of questions, it would be 15 plus 4, I mean minus 15 minus 4 minus x, then 15 4% will be 0.60, but 4% of x, again it would be in, like, we are not getting numbers, 15% of x, right? And when 3 of them getting multiplied, it will be even tougher. So that would be like a longer method. So why would I use it? Replica should be the best one, because in replica I can understand, I can calculate a bit and I can get the answer. They are not in decimals, right? Multiplying factor I wouldn't go. Why? Because this 23%, we don't have any fraction for it. It would be, I mean, you can go with it, you can actually do this, that 15% discount, that means your value is 85 by 100 multiplied by 4% discount means into 96 by 100. We don't know this one, and overall it is equal to 77 by 100. But this calculation will be tough, right? Because as we can see, it is in decimals. How will you find out something in decimals so easily? It will be tough, right? So rather, why won't you go with the replica method? I would do it something like this. Okay, 100, obviously minus 15 is 85, and then minus 4%. Another discount would be what? 0.85 into 4, 3.2, 3.4, minus 3.4, minus 3.4 would be 81.6, right? And then the third discount, which we don't know is how much, but then we know overall there is 23% discount. That means final selling price is 77. Very easy to calculate. And now we will think, what is the discount? The third discount will be 4.6, but we are supposed to find out it in percentage terms on 81.6, right? What it is in percentage terms. You should be able to do it. Now the thing is that you will find, sir, it's too difficult, but it's not. If you have watched our percentage video, I am again giving you the I button for that video, where we are teaching you how to find out any number divided by any number, something like that. I am also going to explain you in this particular case, but there you will find more practice, right? So if you know the calculation trick as well, this is pretty easy. Now, how will you do it? Look, roughly, I would think like, okay, 10% of this would be 8.16, and this is more than half of it, right? 8.16's half will be 4.08, it is more than that. So more than 5%, right? Because 10% is 8, half of it will be 5. So more than 5%. Now the irony is all the options are more than 5%. So it will be difficult. And that is where Bititude method comes into the picture. What Bititude teaches you is, the problem is this number, right? If this number would be easy, we can easily do in 200 and check it out, right? Now, I would just do minus 1.6 here. Now, when you are deducting here, you should also deduct something in the numerator. But how much? Not 1.6. We already know this is around 5%. So, what will be 5% of 1.6? Half of 0.16, because 10% will be 0.16. Half of that will be 0.08. So, I will deduct 0.08 here. Now, what will be the numbers? Now, it will be very easy. 4.52 divided by 80 multiplied by 100. When I will multiply it with 100, this point will get cancelled. 4.52 into 100 will be 452. 452 divided by 80, all of us can do it easily because 0 gets cancelled. Point is here now. 8 5s are 40, 5, 52, 8 6 are 48. So, it is 5.6%. There you go, right? So, please watch all our videos to make sure you understand everything and you can actually think like Bititude. Fine. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you really did, there is another I button that I am giving you so that you can check another video where the amazing shortcut is given. Fine. Now, we have got a great news for you as well. In case you don't know, we have got our Bititude app. All you have to do is to go to the Google Play Store, type Bititude. Our app will be the first. All you have to do is to download it, and your learning experience is going to be very great, right? So, if you really want to be happy about learning and for happy learning, go for it. The thing is that if you are actually pursuing any of this course, Bititude has its own online package available. If you want to know about those online packages, I am giving you another I button. You can go there and check it out, right? And even after watching it, if you have any other query, you can actually call on this number and your query will be resolved. And of course, there is another way to learn as well. either you can go for the BTTude app, or at least the least you can do is to subscribe to my channel, right? Subscribe to this channel, and the most important thing is to hit that I button which is just next to subscribe button. Once you will subscribe, you will get to see it. Just hit that so that you get all the notifications of our latest videos. You can see all of them as soon as they are uploaded, and you can learn a lot. Alright then, if you really like the video, what you have to do? Like, share and comment, right? That's the rule. That's the rule. You have to do it. Please like it. Please share it with your friends, because it is always good to share the knowledge, right? And comment. That would be great if you can put the comments. Whatever is your comment, if you liked it, please put the comment. If you didn't like it, if there is any issue, please give me your feedback so that I can understand what students really think, right? And I can make it better for you next time. Alright then, keep watching, keep learning and keep enjoying.